Everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Sophie and I'm doing the 100-day project. Today I want to experiment something that I've never done again, which is making translucent or transparent paper with wax. So I've taken a couple of sort of candles, different colors, and I've also taken a product which is it's a wax that we use leather items. So I want to see whether that works as well. So let me grab different sorts of paper and we'll blah 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 blah. We'll start. Sorry. So here I am. I've taken out a lot of different papers. I've watched a couple of tutorials on other channels. I've watched Eva. I watched someone else, maybe Tracy Fox. I can't remember. Yeah, Tracy Fox, and maybe Crafty by Tony as well. I have no idea on which paper it doesn't work. I know on which one it works. So I think we're going to try them all so that we know what we can or cannot do. So I've made a mix. You're too small. Up. And we are now just going to try. So, first things first, you need candles. So I have taken one of these little ones, which I'm just going to scrape all over my... I know you can... Sorry, before I tell you something. I know you can... I know you can, but what? You can iron. Sorry, you can do this and then iron. I don't have a small iron that I can carry here. My big iron is, well, let's say he's been taken hostage for 6 years in a cupboard, and that's where he needs to stay because he's being punished. So I'm just going to try to do it with a heat gun, and I think it should work the same. And I think you can do it 2 different ways. I'm just going to try to just melt it and then brush it with a brush. Otherwise, I'll go and get some, how do you call it? Non-sticking paper, the cooking paper. I don't remember the name. And I'll just put it over and then I'll see how I'll do it because I don't know. So I'm not even sure how much wax I should put or not. And now it's coming to my mind that I should put something... another sort of mat on my desk. Okay, I'm having lots of questions in my mind. A, what is this thing that I can't get over, can't get out? And then how am I going to hold the paper if I use my hitting tool? I suppose I could use some tweezers, but the thing is, I have no clue where they are. Let me see if I can quickly pick them up. But I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, actually, I have these ones. Okay. So, just going to put it like this for the time being. I'm sort of scared of this. I don't know why. But I'm going to overcome my fear. Just for you. You're plugged in. Okay. Eee! I think it's going to go everywhere. Yeah, it is going to go everywhere. So, well, cooking paper it is. Let me go. So, here we are. So, now I still think that I'm going to need my brush. Let me just, I'll try to spread it on my bird. For the moment, that's the one thing I want to focus on. Focus on, not necessarily the text, just the birdie. So I cut a piece of paper. We'll see whether this turns out to be a catastrophic project or not. These are magnets. I don't care that they're magnets because I don't need magnets. I just need something heavy to hold my paper. While I'm heating it. Okay. Mm. Let me just sort of melt it. You can see it's melting. And I'm just using my brush to distribute the coat evenly if I can. I apologize about the noise. Unfortunately, I don't think I can do anything else to cover it. Okay, we're going to see what it looks like. Ooh, it looks like waxed paper. Is it transparent? Not that much, maybe too much wax. Or just because there's something written at the back, I think. That's probably it, because otherwise you can see the birdie through. But we can try to melt it some more and see what what the result is. No, it's just melting it again. It's not doing anything else, I think. So here we go. Ta-dum, 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 ta-dum. Yeah, it hasn't changed anything, but it is see-through, meaning that you can see the other. I can see my fingers. I don't know if you can see my fingers, but I can see my fingers. So I'm curious to see how you can cut the paper afterwards. That would be an interesting thing to do. So let me get, well, yeah, who cares? There's wax on this. I have no clue. This is from an art book. So again, we're going to have this issue, I think, with the backing of the page. Where is my knife? So I'm not sure how much is enough, how much is too much, to be honest. I don't have a clue. But this one is a bigger piece than the other one. So I assume we need a bit more. Okay. So we're going to reuse our paper. Reposition these little things. Ooh, we have a big bulk of wax here. There's nothing much to say, is there? Well, I think I've got to melt it more. I think that's what I need to do. Let me see. Not much, just a little bit. Yeah, I need to change the paper because it makes marks. And I think there's a bit too much wax. But you can almost see through. Almost. It gives it a very lovely texture. But I do have marks because of my paper, so I think I need to change my paper. I can see the writing behind, which I couldn't before. And I can see sort of through. Won't show here, but okay. So this we've done. How, let me just get this one out, get another one. And I want something to scrape with. Don't think it really matters, but I just want to get the wax back. So shall we try on this? Yes, we shall. This is a magazine, but it's quite thick. So I don't know how it will look. I'm going to try to put a bit less wax. And I will add some more if I need to. My brush is melting. Missing some bits. of glue. Woohoo. So of glue, not glue at all. So I think that it would be nicer to have an iron because then it would make them even. Whereas with this technique, it is not. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to remove the paper right away. I'm going to let it dry and see if I can get rid of the marks that it does when I lift it. So let's see. Let's see. There were some other kinds of paper that I wanted to try. There was this one, for example. So it's just one part. I'm not going to rip it. I'm afraid I'm going to break the paper otherwise. So I'm just going to cut it a bit more than I need it. It's bumpy. Let's see if we can be cunning. I have him. So what I'm going to do, just going to heat up everybody again. And I'm just going to spray. With this. There. I'm going to lift it. It is now perfectly sealed on my mat. And this is what we get. It is not see-through because there is something behind as well. So, well, it is see-through, but not as I thought it would be. Let me see. Let me just get something with color. It is see-through. It is. It's really nice. It's really nice to feel. Really, really nice. I like that. So what other papers had I taken? I have taken a map, and this one is blank on the other side. So let's see how this works. We're going to try another candle while we are at it. So I had to search for candles in my house. As you can see, I don't have that many, and the ones that I have are like decorative. I've had this for 3 years, not lit. I know I have a stash somewhere in my cellar of little candles, but yeah, let's use what we have. They're not scented. I think Tony made a remark on how would that, you know, what if you used a scented wax. So I think they would be scented then. Bit more. So let's see how this goes. We'll do a couple more, and then I'll try the lotion, well, the thing for furniture, to see just if it works. If you don't have candles, maybe you have that. Of course. Heat gun. It's like embossing power. Once it starts, it goes fast. Okay. Oh, that looks absolutely gorgeous. You can see my hands underneath. Maybe with something with a page book, it will show more. Oh, yes. It's as if you had made vellum, in a way, with a nicer texture. Really nice. Really, really nice. So, while we are here with some book page, let's try a book page. Shall we try with a lotion? What am I going to put the lotion with? I'm going to put it with a brush, which I have on my desk. So, no, lotion. Let me see what it looks like first. Yummy. I think this is, you know, in the spirit of just recycling and not buying things to make junk journals. Maybe use some of the things that we have at home. Okay. Yeah, it smells of something new. Oh, it smells lovely. It smells of bee wax. And you know it's better when you hold the gun correctly. And no one told me. I was just smelling. I love this. So the thing that I don't like about this is that you see the brush strokes. So I think I'm going to get another tool, because that's the only thing I don't like about it. Let me see. Yeah, it is waxed. It is almost see-through. Yeah, brush strokes are not my thing. Let me get something. So I have a little this that I used to put paint on my covers when I want to paint them. So I'm going to see if that works. I'm afraid it's going to melt. That's my only concern. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to put a bit more lotion with my brush. It's not going to work, Sophie. It's not going to work that way. So let me just, yeah, I'm going to reheat this, and then I'm going to make a new one with the sort of little painting thing that I have. Oh, the smell. Okay. Still nice. And you see, here I put more lotion, and here you can really see through. If you put some on the back, I think, look at this, we learn as we do. I think if we want it transparent, this is what we should do. And again, Sophie with the brush. Well, you know. That's okay. We'll make the next one with a little thingy. It's not a brayer, is it? I don't know how you call it. In French, it's a rouleau à peinture. It's a roll for painting. To paint. So, let me close you. Let me reheat you. Well done, Sophie. Oh, I'll remove that afterwards. What you can see, hopefully, is that you can see through. Yeah, it doesn't really show on camera, does it? But you can see through. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do one more with you. And then I'm just going to do a couple of them, and then we'll see what we can do with them. So I'm still going to take the lotion. I'm not going to use a brush. I'm just going to take some. Far too much, but you know, it is what it is. Where am I going to put you so that you don't melt? Oop. Like this. This is a cheap thing that I bought at Action. Don't know why it won't click. But... oh God! Normally it clicks, but so far I haven't managed to click it. It's okay. We will survive. So what I am going to do is I'm going to put a sheet of paper underneath, because I have some wax on my mat. I am fed up with you. No, there's nothing wrong. It just won't get through. Keep cool, Sophie. Keep cool. Yes. I think I didn't put enough, so we'll just add some. Hopla. You know, I'm fed up. I'm fed up. I'm fed up. Because I think a lot of it stays on my roll. So this is just what I'm going to do. is drown it. And then it is not that cheap. So that's not good. But this is how we will do it. And what I'm going to do, I think, is that. Because we can heat both sides at the same time, couldn't we? Just gonna... Oh, my mind is working. It's working. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it, Sophie. Because that's not going to last. The one I had before worked fine. And it would get stuck. And that would be perfect. This one doesn't. That's life. Okay. Texture is great. And it is almost, well, it is see-through. I would have to heat it a bit more and then it's see-through. But the texture, I mean, that's absolutely scrumptious. Love it. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to go on playing with my little things and then I'll show you the result and maybe we'll do a couple of ephemera. So, here we are. So I've tried it on very, very old paper. It is see-through. I'm not sure it shows on camera, but it is see-through. So we have our ad, and that worked perfectly. It is see-through. This is almost see-through, but not quite. Little Birdie is see-through. So that's old paper. This is new paper. This was from a scrapbooking thingy. It's not really a, call it a digital if you want. It's it had fruits and butterflies on it. This is a piece of map, road map, and it worked really, really well, and it is see-through. This image is not see-through, but it's a nice finish. Don't know how else to put it. It looks outside as if it were see-through, but it's not. So this one is almost see-through, but not quite. These worked really, really well. Well, I left them dry on something that I shouldn't have, but they are see-through. Our book page looks very old, very aged, which it didn't look before, but other than this, I'm not, yeah, it feels nice, but not really fascinated. I made this, so this was like thin craft paper, and I waxed it on both sides, and no, it didn't stick inside, so that's a good one. I've made this one again, not really see-through. Actually, it doesn't have wax everywhere now that I see it, but almost. This other page is crap. I made it on a very, very thin paper, and there, yeah, it is very, very see-through. Looks like Glassine in a way. And this was the first one we made. Maybe one I made on my own. And it's fine. So, this said, would I do it again? Probably not. Why? Because I found it quite messy. Weird to hear that from me, right? But it's messy gooey, and I don't like messy gooey. So I would just make little pieces of ephemera with these. This I would make a pocket of. Now I have a problem with the wax. It's not the lotion, it's the wax. This would be on a background paper. This definitely could make a pocket with. And yeah, so I think we should maybe get a journal page or a piece of ephemera. No, I need a piece of ephemera. Sorry. So here I started making an envelope. So let's see what we could use on this. You see, I could make a pocket. So that is what I'm going to do. A little pocket. Sorry. So. Okay. Do I really care that it's not straight? I don't really care, to be honest. And the more I cut, the less it will be. So. Yeah. Really, really wonky. I might want to round the corners. Sophie, come on, come back with us. Okay. Glue. Now, how well is it going to glue? Don't know. Okay. Moment of truth. Well, it does glue. Yeah, not fond of the... I like to touch it like this, but what it leaves on your hands afterwards is not a me thing. Not a me thing. Can you fussy cut? Is that something that easy? Yeah, well, it doesn't change anything. Some processes that are very repetitive, I find very soothing, sorry. But this one, probably because of the noise of the heat gun, I don't enjoy. And I'm not thrilled by the result. Let's put it that way. You know, can't work every time. I would actually have to put it somewhere else, but not here. What can I do? What can I do? I can do this. And the good thing is that it's not brittle anymore. So I can do this. And so if I can, I am. Go away, little bear. Why not? Up. And we'll see if I will ink my envelope afterwards. That's okay. I will finish it afterwards. I just want to see how it looks on different sorts of paper. Oh yes, Sophie, why don't you put glue inside the envelope? Comes out, huh? Quite nicely. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. I have this here. So I think I will use one. Looks good. It's finishing, but I'm not sure what. So, yeah. That's nice. That is nice. This needs a little label. I have my hand still full of wax. Shall we use one of the ones that I never use? Yes, we shall. Needs a bit of help. Eat butterfly. There you go. So we have almost made an envelope. It needs finishing, but this is quite nice. Let me see. Do I have a piece of masterboard somewhere there? Okay, no, not there. Maybe here. Oh, I have a trembling one. Okay, Sophie. Can't find what I want. This is not good. This is, and I'm wasting so much time now. You can yell at me. I will accept the yelling. Okay, there we go. I found something. That's quite nice. I would put it like here, here, probably. No good reason. It breaks. So, but this was already brittle paper to start with. I like it. I do like it. Can we get very little... This is again not something I would normally use, but I have it, so I'll use it. Okay. Come on, stick. If it doesn't stick, I'll put glue. There you go. You have a piece of ephemera. Can we maybe cut one ticket? Can we make this into a card? Yes, we can. Is it going to be straight? No. Do I mind? No. So, let's see. Could do this. And then I'm going to try this. Come on, don't mess it up just at the end. Nope, it's not working for me. Let's see. Let's just make something without thinking too much. Let's take something like this. I'm not thinking. I didn't think. I don't know where I'm going to put it. It's just... it's going to be here. And you are going to be there. It's not the wax that's a problem here. It's the paper. So I'm just going to get you... I'm going to put you here. So, there you go. You have another piece of ephemera. Okay, I'm going blind. I'm going blind. Okay. So, I know we only make 2 pieces of ephemera, but I just wanted to show you how it looks. Not going to stick it's too much wax on too much wax, but just to show you how it can look. So let me push again everything around and we'll look at what so today sorry, we have used wax and wax for furniture as well, for to make some almost see-through things. So some of them are see-through, some of them just have a nice texture, and they are a bit shiny. So this is on regular paper. This was on a very old advertisement, and it worked really, really well. I made this on a little craft paper pocket. I've made it on map, and we've made a pocket on an ephemera, on an envelope. Then I've tried this just to see how it would show. It shows nice. It is see-through. I've just added a bit of boo-boo tape. Probably would add something on it. I'm not sure what. We've also tried it on, these were encyclopedia pages. Works absolutely fine. Really nice. On modern paper, it doesn't really work, to be honest. So I don't see the need to do it. On old paper, with a brush, you'll see the strokes. So I would still recommend that you iron them between baking sheets. I think that would be the way I would go about it. I don't mind this, but if you don't want the thing is, then yeah, iron it. I've made it on very old paper, 1819. It is almost see-through. I can see my fingers beneath it. I don't like the way it feels because it's too sturdy. So this is the leftover from my road map. Can't speak today. Little piece of ephemera. It is see-through, though we can't really see. You see? There it is, see-through. I've made a card with 3 pieces of waxed goodies. So a ticket, one of the bits of papers I've shown you, and a little ephemera from little bird from an encyclopedia. So this is what the text of the encyclopedia would look like. Really, really see-through. No problem there. See, you can see your bird. This is the leftover of the page I used on the envelope. And you see it is very see-through too. Very thin paper. So the thinner your paper, the better it works. My tickets, they work fine. They're also see-through. Not as much as the thin paper, but it works. Again, modern paper. I like the look it gave her. It's a bit shiny. It could be like a non-see-through vellum. I like this. And this one I did with not a brush, a paint roll, and I think it looks quite good. And well, I guess that's it for today. So thank you for having spent your time with me to make this experiment. I'm not sure I'm going to do it again. I like some of the outcomes, definitely. I'm very happy with the ephemera I've made, but I'm not thrilled either. And the process is a bit boring to me. But, you know, we all like different things. So I'm very happy that I got to try it. And, well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.